So Newcastle United 0, Arsenal 2. We showed some fight. We showed some passion. We played for the badge today. We wrote the wrongs from last season, Matty, when we went to St. James's Park and bottled top 4 and our captain, the spark, the creative spark disappeared last year. Well, he didn't disappear this year because he scored. He jumped off a Gibraltar rock and thought, you know what? I'm turning up against Chelsea. I'm turning up against Newcastle. I'm going to drag us through this. And for 60 minutes, he was quality today. But that was a hard-fought game. The manager made some changes today, changes that I didn't expect. He brought Kieran Tierney on. Zinchenko didn't cry. Dropped Thomas Partey again. Saka stayed on for too long, but ultimately that was a battle up there today, man. And we're the first team to beat them since Newcastle since Liverpool this season. And Liverpool done them right at the death. That was a good performance today against a very, very solid team that were fighting every inch of the way for their fans, for their club, and for the badge. We have to give them respect and credit today. But Matty, is it too little, too late?
Lee, it is. The clock is struck 12, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It would take a miracle. Now I can phone in a phone call to Danny Welbeck and see if he still got any change.
You know, he's better than Salah.
We'll see we can see what he's got, man. Or I can see if our prospective striker can pull something out of the hat, man. But we're gonna need some miracles, Lee, to get us over this line. Unfortunately, man, we blew it a couple of weeks ago, man, and that's the reality of it. The display that we saw these last 2 games is exactly what the doctor would have ordered a couple of weeks ago, and what I would have preferred. I would have liked to see that kind of performance. Excuse me, we got a jackass out here on a motorcycle. He's having a field day right here where I'm at. But
we got guard here on the toll road, nicking people, brother.
So sorry about that, Lee. But you know, that performance we had the last 2 games would have been exactly what we would have needed. You know, in prior weeks. And unfortunately, man, it's just too little, too late, man. I was glad the guys came out today and performed well, and I wanted to see them perform in this game as opposed to the Chelsea game, because I wanted to see what they were going to stand for. One, were they going to roll back over again against a Newcastle team up there like we did last year, or were they going to come out and put up some fight? They could have went into panic mode after after their first strike went off the post, and they could have been, you know, at the panic stations, but they gathered themselves together and scored against the run of play. And once they scored, then it allowed them to kind of settle down. Odegaard, the last 2 games, has done something that I've been screaming for him to do all year, Lee. That's kick from outside the box. Yeah, score from outside the box, man. I don't know why. I don't know if that's something that Arteta had them not doing beforehand, but as a midfielder, that's your job. You need to be shooting the ball from outside the box, on site, create chaos. Just like when Martinelli had the ball, went down. Shout out to Kieran Tierney, by the way, who circled around, protect. He saw what was getting ready to happen. He read the play. Circle. I'm gonna go behind. I think it was Xhaka. I'm going to go into the open. I'm going to go into the open space, and then bang, he scores the goal. And then next thing you know, he passes the ball to Martinelli, goal, on goal, and then we're in business. So, you know. It was just a good performance, but I just hate that we didn't get that a couple of weeks ago, Lee.
Bro, it's mad, isn't it? It's like, I'm with you. The Chelsea game, bro, everyone's pammed them all season. Yeah, and people were saying that was a statement win. For me, it weren't a statement win. It was a statement 30-odd minutes. Yeah, we went boom, 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 boom. We're better than you. We retreat. Yeah, which is kind of cool. I get that. You have to reserve your energy. The game's dusted. They're never going to come back and get anything out of it because they're crap, yeah? And we've got a big game coming up against Newcastle. I know you have to manage the games. You have to manage in-game. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm with you on it. I'm like, today, that game was a hard game, bro. Yeah. And as a neutral, I'm going to watch the game back tomorrow. Yeah. Without my Arsenal head on. Yeah. And I'm going to look back at it. And it could have been 6-6. It could have been 5-2. It could have been 6-3. Could have been a 5-4. Bro, they hit the post twice. Like the goalkeeper today rammed both goalkeepers today.
Yeah.
Like Nick Pope saving Saka. Like we were just not clinical enough in the first half. That game, we should after they hit the post and had the penalty overturned, which rightly so was overturned, by the way. Yeah, that wasn't a penalty for me. Even if it didn't hit his knee first, he's moving his arm out the way. Yeah, that's never a pen. But we're giving the opposition way too many chances on goal. And this is something that you've cried about, I've cried about, Kenny and Jez, other people have cried about against Villa, yeah, against other teams, Southampton, West Ham, Liverpool, Man City. And it's like, fair play, they've bounced back since that City defeat when it was men against toddlers. But it's all in vain, bro. It's too little too late. And listen, we could hit 90 points, which is great, which would have won us the league in many, many seasons.
Yeah.
Like, this is a different era of football in the Premier League. We've got Pep Guardiola raising the bar to 100 points, 98 points. You know, Liverpool are missing out on 97 points, losing one game all season. Like, and ultimately, when we look back here, Trossard said it in an interview, bro, on Sky Sports. We've only got ourselves to blame. Yeah. When it comes to the crunch, our better players, Partey, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus, they all shrunk, disappeared. Now it's, okay, we'll put a fight onto the end, which is great. And I love the fact that they were up for it today. Granit Xhaka was immense today. I would have hooked him at half time. Yeah. But that second half showed why he stayed on the pitch and why Arteta gets paid and we don't. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But ultimately, when you look at it, we can finish on 90 points and not win a title. And that's what you're up against. You have to be near perfect to beat the City team. And we were near perfect all the way up to them 4 games in April, bro. And as soon as that pressure applied and people are tipping us to win it, fold.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the moral of the story, y'all, is that you got to finish the job. And that's what, you know, instead of singing and Ketchy is in the room and all that stuff, we should have been yelling, finish the job. And unfortunately, man, this one hurts, man. This one stings. You know, it stings really bad, man. I mean, this is way worse than 2016 when Leicester won. This is way worse because we had it was all in our hands.
It was all in our hands.
All in our hands. Fish to fry.
Mason.
Yeah. Free, we had it there, man, and we just, you know, you throw it away, and it's just like, man.
And you know what? Sorry to cut you off here. In the Premier League era, yeah, I've seen us throw away a lead against Man United under Fergie.
Yeah, I remember that
12 or 13 clear or something like that. But then I think a few seasons later, we caught them up from 10, 11, 12 points. Yeah. But the difference is, the difference is, look at Newcastle. I'd love it if we beat them. Yeah, with Kevin Keegan. The difference is you could win the league on 78 points, 81 points. To be fair, Jose came in and he took it up a level. Yeah. And then since then, Pep's coming later down the road. And, mate, it's just ridiculous. Yeah. And the thing is, people are talking about the money they've spent, the squad they've got, whatever. That's all cool. But what hurts the most is the fact that, bro, we were 8 points clear.
8 points. Just think, Lee, if we had 13 or 11 points, we having a whole nother discussion.
Bro, we could have gone into that game. If we had beaten Liverpool, we had beaten West Ham, and we were winning 2-0 in both games, yeah? And if we'd just seen them games out, game management, then we go and beat Southampton, who were bottom of the league. All of a sudden, we got 6 points more. We're now 5 points clear, and they've got a game in hand. Even though they've beaten us, they'd be 2 behind us. And we've got Brighton next, Nottingham Forest, who are in relegation, and then Wolves, who are safe. They're on the beach. Bro, from there, I'd be going, this title done. Doesn't matter what happens. We would be still, even if they win their game in hand, bro, we would still be 2 points clear.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter how great they are. People can talk them, lord them up, and they're fantastic. They're unbelievable, mate, yeah? But so will we. All the way up until the 1st of April. And then after that, capitulation set in. And it's the same last year. Capitulation set in April. Bro, we didn't win a game in April last year.
Yeah, it's the same exact thing. Yeah. You know, it used to be back. April? You know, Lee, back in the day, it used to be March. You remember, we would
February,
throw it away in March. The odds of March. Yeah, we used to throw it away in March all the time. Now as we moved up to April, and you know, and it's a mentality thing, man. It's a mentality thing. You know, props. I have to give props to the guys for what they've done this year, but ultimately we've come up short. You know, and that's the way it needs to be framed. We're in second place, but we've come up short. We went up to Newcastle today and we performed like a second place team in the league. Yep. But we've on our end, we've still come up short.
Yep.
And we, you know, we're gonna rue this, man. this summer.
Let me. Oh, sorry. Go on. Talk about
Yeah,
summer.
I was just gonna say this summer, Lee. We really need to look at this transfer policy. We need to get some quality players in. We need to do it early. I preferably before they come over here. If the team has not got transfer business done, don't come to the United States. Stay over there.
Stay
over there.
Don't come.
We don't want you.
Where's border control?
Yeah. We want border control. We don't want you here. Stay over there. Stay over there. So hopefully, man, we get stuff done properly. We bring in some, as I've been saying the last few days, prestige players for the Champions League. We need prestige. We don't need projects. We don't need 6-7 year.
But that's what we keep hearing, Matty. Yeah. Now we're in the Champions League. You can attract better players. Well, we've already been told that we're going to sign the best youth in the world. Okay, well, how did we miss out on Haaland? How did we miss out on Vinny Jr.? How did we miss out on this guy that signed for Madrid? What's his name? Endrick or whatever his name. How did we miss out on Alvarez at City? Yeah, there's a lot of youth out there. Hussein Mawai, a player that we were talking about, loaded up. He's just signed for Roma in the summer for free. That's somebody that I'd take over Fabio Vieira in a heartbeat. Slightly different position, but somebody that makes Granit Xhaka not have to have the same workload next season. But we should be looking at Caicedo and Declan Rice. Ivan Toney straight in. Yeah, now go and get me a right winger, a proper one to back up Saka, because we know and we've seen in the last 2 seasons, this guy's carried this on his back for 3 years. Yeah,
he's out of gas, man.
For the last 2 seasons, the last 8 games, this guy is knackered, bro. 70 games a season. You can't do it every week, man. You're getting kicked.
I don't want to see anybody coming from Grappler's 8, man. I don't want to see nobody coming from these teams that nobody even knows about, man. Red Diamonds and all that crap. I need quality players. It showed up again down the stretch, Lee. We need quality, and when you get in that Champions League next year, man, if our aim next year is to win this thing or at least challenge for it on a high level, then we have to have the tools in the drawer. We don't have to. No sense in waiting to the end of August to be trying to get last minute deals and all this stuff. Can we please start, for the love of God? Can we please, Arsenal, start a season with the proper team in place, ready to go? If we're trying to get players at the end of the window next year, Lee, let it be for injury purposes. Let it be somebody got injured and we've got to fix it up. But please, we got to stop this, man, because we're costing ourselves opportunities to be successful because we don't have exactly what we need to get over the line.
Absolute facts. Listen, sub to Southern Guna, people. Kenny Ken's fan comes out straight after this one. Then Jez, then Strasbourg Steve, Newcastle fan. Mine's just dropped. Go and check that out. Matty, love as always, my bro. Likewise, have a blessed weekend, man. We're out.
You too, man.